There is a quiet river flowing beneath your life even now, deeper than your worries, deeper than your exhaustion, and deeper than the noise that follows you every day. Before fear reached your thoughts this morning, before responsibilities began pulling at your attention, that river was already moving. It has always been there, steady and patient, waiting for you to slow down long enough to notice it. You have spent so much time trying to survive that you forgot what peace feels like. You convinced yourself that rest was weakness, and that slowing down meant falling behind. So you kept pushing yourself harder, even when your heart was tired and your spirit felt heavy. But your soul was never meant to live without rest. You were never created to carry every burden alone. Right now, you do not need perfect words or a perfect life. You only need one honest moment of stillness. One deep breath. One pause where you stop running long enough to remember that you are supported by something greater than your fear. The ground beneath your feet has been holding you this entire time, even on the days you felt like everything might collapse. In the same way, there is strength beneath your life that has never left you. You may not always feel it, but it is there. You have carried invisible burdens for too long. You carried guilt that was never meant to stay on your shoulders. You carried the opinions of people who never truly understood you. You carried disappointment after disappointment until your soul became exhausted in ways sleep could not fix. Some pain lives deeper than the body. It settles into the heart and changes the way you see yourself. Somewhere along the journey, you started believing the difficult season was your identity. You stared at dry ground for so long that you forgot rivers still exist. But difficult seasons are temporary. Dry places are locations, not permanent homes. Your struggles are not the final truth about your life. The river still flows toward every empty place within you. It reaches your fear, your loneliness, your anxiety, and the sadness you rarely speak about. Little by little, it begins softening the places inside you that became hard from disappointment. You have been measuring your worth by your failures and your delays, but your worth was never connected to your hardest moments. You are more valuable than your mistakes. You are more important than your fear tells you. The voices that convinced you that you were weak or not enough were never speaking the truth. You simply carried those words for too long. Now it is time to set them down. There are dreams inside you that disappointment almost buried. There are gifts inside you that fear kept hidden. And even though life has been difficult, your story is not over. Growth is not a race. Healing is not instant. Some of the deepest transformations happen quietly beneath the surface, the same way rivers move underground before they appear in the open. You may not see progress clearly yet, but that does not mean nothing is changing. Every difficult day you survived made you stronger than you realize. Every time you kept moving despite fear, courage quietly grew inside you. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is simply refusing to give up when life becomes heavy. Sometimes it is waking up and trying again after a painful night. You have already survived moments that once felt impossible. That means there is more resilience inside you than you know. The world taught you to compare yourself with everyone else. It taught you to hide your pain and pretend everything was fine. But healing begins with honesty. You do not need to deny your sadness in order to become strong. You do not need to become perfect before peace can reach you. The river does not ask dry ground to fix itself before receiving water. It simply flows. Some endings in your life were not punishments. Some closed doors protected you from paths that would have drained your spirit even more. Not every loss destroyed your future. Some losses redirected your life toward something healthier. Even now, while you feel uncertain, things are changing beneath the surface. Strength is growing inside you. Wisdom is forming through your experiences. New understanding is being born in places that once held only confusion. You have spent too much time believing that visible progress is the only progress that matters. But roots grow in darkness before trees rise into the light. The deepest healing happens internally first. Your spirit is learning endurance. Your heart is learning compassion. Your soul is learning stillness. Stop speaking to yourself as if you are permanently broken. Stop treating temporary pain like an eternal truth. Your life still carries meaning. Joy still belongs to you. Peace still belongs to you. Hope still belongs to you. There are beautiful moments waiting ahead of you that you cannot see yet. There are conversations that will restore your hope. There are peaceful mornings still waiting for you. There are people capable of bringing genuine comfort into your life. The difficult season convinced you to lower your expectations because disappointment hurt too much, but your future is not limited to the pain you already know. You do not need to rush your healing. You do not need to have every answer right now. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is continuing even while fear exists. Peace is not a perfect life without problems. Peace is the ability to remain steady even when life becomes uncertain. The river wants to teach you that kind of steadiness. It wants to remind you that your value does not depend on constant achievement. You are not worthy only when you succeed. Your existence itself has value. The kindness you give matters. The effort you continue making matters. The fact that you are still here after everything you faced matters. Protect your peace carefully. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every conversation deserves access to your heart. Some noise only exists to drain your spirit. Learn to step away from what leaves you constantly exhausted. Learn to create moments of quiet where your soul can breathe again. As you slow down, something beautiful begins happening. Your thoughts become clearer. Your breathing becomes calmer. Your heart slowly remembers what safety feels like. You stop carrying tomorrow's fears before tomorrow arrives. You begin trusting that strength will meet you when you need it. Gratitude can help guide your spirit back toward peace. Even in difficult seasons, there are still small things sustaining you. There is still breath in your lungs. There are still moments of beauty around you. There are still opportunities for healing. Gratitude does not erase pain, but it stops pain from becoming the only thing you can see. Speak kindly to yourself. Forgive yourself for struggling. Forgive yourself for not healing instantly. You are human, and humans heal slowly. Wounds do not remove your worth. Your future is still unfolding. There are still dreams waiting to wake up inside you again. There are still peaceful days ahead. Keep moving forward gently, even if your steps feel small. Tiny moments of healing repeated consistently can change an entire life. One day you will realize that the heaviness inside you no longer feels as overwhelming. One day you will notice that your thoughts have become quieter. Healing often arrives slowly, like sunrise. Darkness fades little by little until everything changes. The river inside you is still flowing. Peace is still possible. Strength is still growing within you. Your life is not finished. Your story is not over. Come close enough to hear the quiet strength beneath your existence again. The river has never stopped moving toward you, and it never will. And when the world becomes too loud again, remember this moment. Remember that you are not fighting every battle alone, and you were never meant to carry the weight of life without rest. There is still light ahead of you even if your eyes cannot fully see it yet. The pain you survived did not come to destroy your future forever. It came to teach you strength, patience, and faith in the middle of uncertainty. One day you will look back at this season and realize that even during your hardest nights, something inside you refused to give up. Hold on to that part of yourself. Protect it. Feed it with hope instead of fear. Because the same river that carried you through your darkest moments is the same river that will guide you into peace, healing, and a future brighter than the one you almost stopped believing in. Do not lose hope just because the journey feels long. Some of the most beautiful transformations happen slowly, in silence, far beneath the surface where no one else can see them. Your heart is still healing, your spirit is still growing, and your life is still unfolding in ways you cannot fully understand yet. There will come a day when the confusion fades, the heaviness lifts, and you finally realize that every painful season carried a lesson, every delay carried a purpose, and every moment you almost gave up was preparing you to become stronger than you ever imagined. Keep trusting the process. Keep believing in the quiet strength inside you. Better days are closer than they seem.